seat is provided with a seat belt to fasten simply push hands together.
Stepping into the municipality of Abuyog is like a foray into a wonderful Philippine novel. It is a quiet, sleepy town where memories of past generations still linger on corners, along side streets, on rooftops. It is a town where secrets are kept hushed, only to resurface in stories handed down to eager, curious children. Getting there is the start of the story. From Manila, visitors are first introduced to the city of Tacloban. Tacloban is the site of the historic MacArthur Landing, where General Douglas MacArthur, commander of the American fleet in the South Pacific during the Second World War, fulfilled his promise of liberation to the Filipino people from the heinous grasp of the Japanese Imperial Army. It is also here where the San Juanico Bridge, the longest bridge in the Philippines, begins its ascent towards the island of Samar. The municipality of Abuyog is a 45-minute drive from Tacloban. Traveling through the paved roads gives guests a glimpse of the Philippine countryside, typical with its distant mountains and rice fields stretching far into the horizon, and the fisherfolk speaking in the native Waray dialect. Abuyog gets its name from the Waray word buyog, which means bee. Its origin replicates the many instances of how Philippine towns got their names. And as the story goes, in 1695, when the Spaniards headed by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi landed at Homono Island, now known as Homonhon, they found no potable water. Some members of the crew sailed westward to look for water and landed on the shore that was abuzz with a swarm of large bees, each said to be about as big as a man's thumb. When the Spaniards asked the natives about the name of the place, ¿Cómo se llama este lugar?, the natives replied, "Ah, Buyog," thinking they were being asked about the swarm of bees on the seashore. The name has remained to this day. Abuyog is replete with untold stories of heroism. In World War II, Abuyog guerrillas fought the Japanese forces with such intensity that the enemy abandoned the town just after 4 months of occupation. Another historic event that happened during the war, the landing of the Uss Nautilus on July 15, 1944, took place in San Roque, a village facing the Leyte Gulf. The Nautilus delivered guns and ammunition for the guerrillas that made possible the liberation of Abuyog 98 days before MacArthur's famous Leyte Gulf landing on October 20, 1944. Unraveling Abuyog's charms means going deeper into the heart of the matter. Upon arrival at the town, a huge replica of the local bee from which the town got its name ushers visitors into the world of Abuyognones. In the center of Loyon Sawang village sits the Municipal Hall, and directly across it, the Town Plaza. Here, guests can find the Veterans Monument, symbol of fierce war heroes who fought and drove the Japanese out of the town's borders. Today, the plaza, more fondly known as the Children's Park, is where locals converge on lazy afternoons or celebrate important town occasions. Here too is the beautiful St. Francis Xavier Church. Built in the 1600s, the church is where the old meets the new, literally. Its first altar was moved to accommodate a growing number of believers, and the new layout, designed to intersect with the old one, gave the church an eclectic cross-shaped interior. Its original limestone walls still stand, and the church bell, installed in 1716, still peals to this day. Now lined with beautiful stained glass depictions of early Christian events, the church is reminiscent of the religious fervor that swept the Philippines since the start of the Spanish conquest. Life in Abuyog is simple. As little as $20 a day can guarantee visitors a good place to stay with enough change for food and shopping. This comes in much cheaper during the fiestas or festivals where camaraderie fills the air. It is not uncommon for locals to invite people to their homes to partake of their feast. Getting around town is easy with a number of unique forms of transportation available. There is what locals call the pot-pot, the habal-habal, and the trikes that are different from the usual tricycles. Hop on one and hie off to the market to choose from the day's catch or sample the taste of moron, the native delicacy. Or go by the seashore and watch the sunburnt children romp around the beach. At sundown, guests may rest tired muscles at any of the town's inns or lodges. Though Spartan in nature, these lodges provide enough comfortable amenities to ensure a good night's rest. Whatever visitors decide to do, they need only get their senses ready for an assault by a myriad of smells, tastes, sensations, and sights, delightful and exotic, which is Abuyog's daily, colorful life. This is Abuyog, waking up to another day. Fisherfolk engaged in their daily affairs beneath the warm morning sun, eager customers waiting for the day's catch, and trucks warming up for yet another journey. So it was yesterday, and so it shall be, it seems, for many days to come. Once in a while, though, something comes and breaks the monotony of everyday life in this lonely, remote, central Philippines island. The Abuyogan Festival. The Abuyogan Festival is a celebration of Abuyog's founding and a tribute to the winged creature it was named after. For 12 days, the town comes alive with songs, food, and laughter, and such quirky events like the pot-pot race, where bikers race around town carrying 50 kilos of rice. A rock music competition where young, hopeful musicians gather to prove their mettle. And out of left field, a bikini open by the beach. As a prelude to the main event, celebrated as St. Francis Xavier's feast day, students from different villages flaunt their bee-inspired costumes and compete for special prizes. Weeks of preparation are evident in their intricately designed outfits and well-orchestrated performances. And so it comes to pass, and the Abuyog slips back to its daily rhythm. Life here is reason enough to celebrate.